Good morning, all of you. Today, we are going to discuss about monopolistic competition. This is coming under Unit 15, Block 4. In this particular topic, we are going to analyze about what are the features of monopolistic competition, how price and output determined under monopolistic competition. That particular determination may be in the short run and how it can be calculated in a long run. The main objective of this monopolistic competition market is to analyze and understand the monopolistic competitive market and how the output and the price are determined under monopolistic competition. As you know, the market is divided into two categories. One is perfect market and imperfect market. This imperfect market is having three different market structure. One is called monopoly, second one is monopolistic, and third one is oligopoly. In this particular class, we are going to discuss about monopolistic competition. The monopolistic competition is a market structure in which there are many sellers with a large number of buyers who are dealing with differentiated product, that is, products are heterogeneous. And it allows the firm to enter and exit freely, and they'll be under non-price competition. The thing is, he can fix the price and the firm can spend more for sales promotional activities. All these things may happen. There will be a competition. The possible section B question in semester and examination is, what are the features of monopolistic competition? When they ask, if you write these 6 points, you can secure full marks. How you have to write? You have to write in 3 parts. First, you give some introduction stating that what is monopolistic market is, and then you start writing the features. What are the 6 features? First, you tell about the number of buyers and sellers. Then you have to tell about the price. Then you have to tell about the product. And the fourth one, you tell about the entry-exit status. Then in the fifth one, you have to write whether the firm is spending any selling costs or transportation costs or sales promotional costs, all these things you have to say. And the last point, you should write non-price competition. So these 6 you should mention. How? First, we'll analyze about the number of buyers and sellers. As you know, there are many sellers with the large buyers. The second one is, the firm under the monopolistic competition are price makers because they are fixing their own price. They set their own price for their product. It is differentiated product, heterogeneous in nature, so they will fix their own price. Then the firm produce differentiated product but are substitute each other, which is a key element in this particular monopolistic competition, because a slight difference will be there. Sometimes it may be identical product, but it will be a substitute. Then about the entry-exit status of a firm is like perfect competition. It is also, there is a free entry and exit. Anybody can get into the market and they can get out from the market if they are there. The firm compete with each other by incurring the selling cost and advertisement cost for sales promotion. This is possible in this particular monopolistic competition, because in case of perfect competition, we don't have such provision. And in monopoly, he is the only seller, so there is no need to spend more on selling cost. The unique feature of monopolistic competition is it's a non-price competition, which is an essential part for the monopolistic. If it is not non-price competition, then it is not monopoly. It may be any other imperfect competition. So when they ask about what are the features of monopolistic competition, first write about what is market structure is, then try to define what is monopolistic competition, and then you write these 6 points. You can secure full marks. Now let us move to the second part of the topic, that is price and output determination. The price and output determination and monopolistic competition, which can be expressed in two ways, based on the time perspective. One is short run equilibrium, second one is long run equilibrium. First of all, we should know what is equilibrium is. There are two conditions to maximize the profit. Those conditions called equilibrium condition. The profit will be maximized with the optimum price and output when the marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue. What is the second condition? The marginal cost curve will intersect the marginal revenue curve from below. So when there is a price and output determination, we are using 4 different curves, 2 from average side and 2 from marginal side. From average side, it is average revenue curve and average cost curve. In case of marginal, it is marginal revenue curve and marginal cost curve. We are measuring the output in the x-axis and the price in the vertical axis. We used to call it as a cost or revenue curve. Cost curve or revenue curve. First, we should write the revenue side of both average and marginal. It is a downward sloping curve from left to right. You can see in the diagram. Diagram 1 is AR and MR. AR is above the MR and it is coming down from left to right. When you draw the marginal cost curve, here you should mention SMC. SMC means short run marginal cost curve. It intersects at the point E. At that particular point, the MC equal to MR, that is marginal cost curve is equal to the marginal revenue. And see that particular MC curve intersecting the MR from below. So both the equilibrium conditions are fulfilled. When you draw a perpendicular line through that particular equilibrium point, it reaches at the point Q of average revenue curve. So what is profit? It's nothing but the difference between the revenue and the cost. How we have to calculate? We are considering the average revenue and the average cost, the difference between the average revenue and average cost. So what we have to do, from AC it starts and it will end in AR. So PQRS, the shaded area, is the difference between the average revenue and the average cost. That particular line indicates it is in equilibrium. So that yellow shaded area, PQRS, is a short-term price determination with a supernormal profit. Why it is supernormal profit? Because the average revenue is more and the average cost is less. You can see in the diagram. When revenue is more, cost is less, then it's a supernormal profit. But this will not happen in always. Sometimes that average cost curve may lay above the average revenue. Some unforeseen expenditure have happened and it's not possible to manage within a short span, so that the cost will be more and revenue will be less. At that time, the firm incur the loss. So as far as the short-term price output determination under monopolistic competition, there are 2 possibilities. One, either it may achieve the supernormal profit or they may incur a loss. This is in case of short run. Let us move to the long run. The same thing is also we are doing, that is we are measuring the output in the x-axis and cost value and the revenue value we are measuring in the y-axis. So it's a price line. Here also we are drawing the average revenue curve and the marginal revenue curve. It is sloping downwards from left to right. When we draw the marginal cost curve, here we are mentioning as LMC because a long run marginal cost curve. It intersects at the point E. that point E in which the marginal cost is equal to the marginal revenue, and this particular point is extracted because the marginal cost intersecting the marginal revenue from below. So both equilibrium conditions are fulfilled. Now, when we draw the average cost curve, the average revenue has a tangency to the average cost at the point Q. If you draw a perpendicular line, the ME curve is a profit position is normal. Why? Because at the level of OM output, the equilibrium is achieved at the price level OP. So there is no supernormal profit or incurring a loss. So the firm is earning a normal profit. So sometimes they may ask a section C, explain the profit position of a monopolistic competition. So there are three possible profit position. When the average revenue is more than the average cost, then he is earning some profit. So that profit is called supernormal profit. Why? Because the revenue is more, cost is less. This is possible in the short run only. There is another possibility in the short run. Sometimes the average revenue will be less than the average cost. At that time, the firm incur a loss. So it's a loss position. This is also possible in the short run, either supernormal profit or the loss. It is two possible profit position. In that level, we have to find what is the output and what is the price, OM level of output and OP level of price. But in a long run, they earn only the normal profit. Why? Because there the average cost is equal to average revenue. There are some keywords in this particular topic. One is called product differentiation. Sometimes they may ask, what is product differentiation? And the second keyword is non-price competition. The third keyword is, you can say, how market is rely on the advertisement. So this advertisement expenditure is possible only in the monopolistic competition. So these are the possible or expected questions for the semester end examination. Define monopolistic competition, or write a short note on product differentiation. And what are the equilibrium conditions? As I said earlier, there are two equilibrium conditions. One is the marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue, and marginal cost curve intersect the marginal revenue from below. The possible section B or C is, they may ask the features, or they may ask how price and output determine in a short run. But in section, you can expect a confirmed question from this particular topic in section C, price and output determination under monopolistic competition. With this, I'm completing the class. If you have any doubt, kindly post the comment, or you can ask the doubt. I'll try to clarify. In the next class, we will discuss the oligopoly competition. Thank you, all of you. Thank you for watching the video.